Hello. I'm out on my afternoon run and I'm making a video to answer a couple of questions, which is fun. I haven't really done this before. So I'm like, I don't know, 2 kilometers out from the gym in a kind of residential neighborhood where I like to run. There's this poodle. I don't know if he's gonna bark at me, but he's looking at me through the fence. There he goes. Okay. So the first question was, what compelled me or made me want to come train in Thailand in the first place? I definitely associate Muay Thai with Thailand and vice versa, which sounds kind of stupid and obvious, but I don't think that's true for everyone. I know of persons who prefer to go train in Holland because that's more their style and that's kind of the association they have. And then there are people who are, you know, incredibly happy at their gyms in America and don't feel urged to go to Thailand. But because I feel this very strong connection and association through Master K, really, who's my trainer, he's a 74-year-old Thai man who trained me out of his basement. When it became kind of evident that what I was learning from him was this really beautiful and detailed but PhD level technique in Muay Thai, and I didn't have the groundwork for it. I knew I had to get that groundwork somewhere, and I didn't belong to a gym in the United States. So I wasn't getting that kind of repetition and you know, hours of just doing drills and things to really get them into your body. I wasn't doing that, and I knew that I needed to in order to really give respect to everything that he was teaching me and be able to really, you know, graft everything that I had learned from him on top of it. I mean, obviously, if you're a dancer or something, you have to practice the highly detailed, beautiful moves over and over again to get them, but you also just need to dance a lot in order to get comfortable dancing and get the rhythm in your body and be able to hear the music and all these different things. And so that's what going to Thailand was for me, was just dancing, just hours and hours and hours of getting used to that rhythm and movement and freedom of being able to express something instead of, you know, rigidly going through the choreographed movements that are correct, but not beautiful if you don't feel them. And so the first time we came out to Thailand was 3 years ago, and it was a short trip. It was meant to be 5 weeks, and then we ended up staying for 10 weeks and completely dug ourselves into a financial hole. And it was rough when we got back, but one of the best decisions we've ever made. And there was, prior to our coming out, my husband Googled me, and there's another Sylvie doing Muay Thai at a camp called Lana in Thailand, and she was my same size, and came from Canada. And so we contacted her on Facebook, and she was really nice. She had been in Thailand for a number of years, training at Lana and getting quite a few fights. She was working towards 50. And so I knew that if, you know, she could train at this gym and get that many fights and get good training and be accepted and all these things, then I could do that too. So we chose Lana and we came out, and I had my first 2 Thai fights in Thailand while at Lana, and then we went down to Bangkok for 5 weeks at Sasaprapa Gym. And I got to meet Sylvie. That was really cool. She had actually just retired when I got here, which was a little bit of a bummer, but awesome because I got to have her in my corner. But once I'd actually experienced Thailand, the question of whether or not we were going to come back for a longer stay and, you know, really train and live and breathe and do Muay Thai was a question without a question mark, if that makes sense. It was inevitable. It was just a matter of how we were going to afford it and, you know, organizing all of those different things. So what compelled me to come train in Thailand was that there is no other training that's like the training you get in Thailand. And it absolutely can be emulated. You can totally bring it to other places. But I think that the ties and the way of life that it is out here is not really transplantable to other places culturally yet. But maybe one day it will, and that'll be really cool. And so that actually leads to the next question, which was about, obviously my dream was to come to Thailand and train and fight as much as possible, which I've been doing. But the question is, what new dreams have come up in my time being in Thailand, actually doing this? Which is actually a really awesome question, because dreams do grow and they change. And, you know, when you start touching something that was unreachable for a really long time, you totally just want to keep going with it. You dream bigger dreams at that point. And I think that my goals, they remain kind of unspecific. I mean, I want a lot of fights, and I wanted 50 fights, and now I want 100 fights. So the number has grown. By and large, my goals are still the same, in that I just want to, you know, do this as sincerely as I can and get better, and, you know, really involve myself in it and throw myself into it for as long as I can. And you have to get better that way. It's like a sink or swim situation. So I know I'm getting better. But I think that my dreams of kind of, I don't know, widening the doorway for other women and other persons in the future to be able to do something like this, because it's so amazing. I think my dream is continually evolving in that sense, in what kind of opportunities I want to open up. It's a little bit, I wouldn't call it difficult, but frustrating at times, the way women do not have the same opportunities out here in Thailand, or in the States, to be frank, or in the West in general. But it's very outright in Thailand that, you know, we're not allowed to fight in big stadiums, and we don't have the same sponsorship and big fight and, you know, gym opportunities that men do. So I guess my dreams are kind of evolving towards, you know, broaching that a little bit and trying to open those doors a little bit. I would love to be, you know, able to fight in a big stadium, or to, you know, have the kind of fight that allows big fights to happen for other women, or to open the possibility of women having more sponsorship or visibility, or any of those things. To me, that's not belts and titles. That's my thing. To me, that's the important thing. My focus and my dreams are taking opportunities that lead to more opportunities, which for many people, belts and titles are. But the way that I see myself and the way I dream myself engaging in these things and accomplishing these things is touching the impossible and seeing how close you can get to actually moving it. And it's, you know, sometimes those things are legitimately out of reach at the moment, but it's only at the moment. Things can change actually really quickly. And I think that precedents, like a single precedent, can make a really big difference in the way entire systems work, especially when it's money oriented, and not necessarily culturally driven. So yeah, the new dreams I have since moving to Thailand are to advance upon and evolve upon the things that I was dreaming when I got here, and make them bigger. Always make it bigger. So yeah, I actually have to start running again. But it was cool answering these questions on video. And I hope I didn't ramble too much. I kind of get on a thing when I'm walking. But thank you for the opportunity, and I hope you guys enjoy the interview or the background or whatever's going on. And yeah, see you later.